you're aware that this April 28, 2015 incident is alleged as an overt act in this case, in this indictment, correct?
Objection, Your Honor. I don't think that that's one relevant to this anything.
Sustained.
Okay. Do you know if in this indictment, Shannon Stillwell is even accused of the April 28, 2015 shootings?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay. 9 years have passed since the shooting of Mr. Bennett, YFN Lucci, his mother's house. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And 9 years, 9 years have passed since you gave this statement to the police. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Are you aware of Shannon Stillwell ever being charged for that crime based on your word?
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustained.
All right. We're going to move on to what you said about the Donovan Thomas case back in 2015, right?
Okay.
And I know that you've said it's lies, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You actually gave 2 statements to the police about these, all of these things. You met with the police in August 5th, 2015 with Gaither, Dennis, and Thorpe, correct?
Yes.
And then as the state brought out, you also had a proffer session set up by your attorney, correct?
But I didn't know nothing about.
Okay. To your understanding, did your attorney set that up?
I never knew until I got there.
Okay.
That's why we had I think it's supposed to be something happened behind that or something. I never heard nothing else about it after the fact.
To your understanding, was the purpose for you to give information on other people to try to get leniency on your case?
I told you I don't even know like what that was. Like I never even like to be honest, like that wasn't even my lawyer at the time.
Okay.
So that's how I don't know. Though I told you something supposed to happen behind.
Well, let me ask you this. On March 3rd, 2017, you were still in jail, correct?
Yes.
Still wearing a blue jumpsuit, correct?
Yes.
And March 3rd, 2017, it was no different than August 5th, 2015. You wanted out, correct?
Yes.
You were still facing the same charges.
Yes.
All right. You've testified, or strike that. The state asked you about 2 different statements you gave, right?
Yes.
About 2 years in between, or a year and a half in between.
Yeah.
Okay. And you've been asked about what you said about Shannon, my client, allegedly confessing to you.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Zachary, you would agree that the truth never changes, correct?
Objection, Your Honor. It's just vague and bowstring and
Overruled.
You would agree the truth never changes?
Yes.
You would agree that if you tell a true story on different days, that story should not change.
objection, vague, improper.
Overruled.
Man, I ain't.
Answer my question, and you would agree that if you tell a true story on 2 different days that truth should not change.
Yes.
All right. Your Honor, I'm going to move to admit DS 41D, which is August 5th, 2015 statement. Evidence reviewer 25115 to 25145. And Mr. Kokomo, if you could pull it up but not play it yet.
Is this D and it's in Delta?
DS,
Okay.
yes.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
not
sorry, the back,
DS.
yes, Delta. Thank
Yeah,
you.
okay.
Yes.
DS. Which one? DS.
DS 41 Delta.
Thank you.
And,
State has no, oh,
oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say state has no objection.
All right.
Okay. And Mr. Zachary, in these interviews, they asked you about where and when this confession occurred, correct?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Kokomo, could you publish DS 41 Delta?
All right. And it is admitted.
Where were you guys when Shannon was telling you this, and what day was it? The same day or the day after?
Same night. Shannon, I was walking through. I had just walked me and Mooks when I just pulled up at Thug house.
Mm-hmm.
And Shannon finna go to a girl house. And all the bullets were going out the gun. Like, he like, we ain't got no guns. They see Mooks on gun.
Right.
Mooks had a little handgun.
Mm-hmm.
They see Mooks on gun and go to the store. Mooks say, wait, I ain't got no bullet. And then when Shannon started talking.
Now, Mr. Zachary, as I understand your testimony today, your testimony is when you showed up at Jeffrey Williams' condo that night or that morning, early hours of the morning, Shannon was not there. Is that your testimony? I'm talking about in court. Now, under oath.
I think when I first got there, Shannon went down.
Okay. However, in this statement that you gave August 5th, 2015, you told the police that you pulled up with Muntunk and you saw Shannon when you arrived.
Oh, man, go ahead, answer. Man, they know them were lies. How long ago that was? They ever lies.
I understand, but I'm asking, that's what you said on August 5th. That was the lie you told.
Yes.
Okay. And the lie you told was Shannon said he was about to go to a girl's house, correct?
Yes.
Meaning Shannon had not gone to a girl's house yet. He was about to go.
You say that would happen?
No, I'm saying that's what you told
Yeah,
the police.
meaning.
And you told the police when Shannon was about to go to the girl's house, that's when you started talking and he confessed.
Yes.
All right. Your Honor, I would ask, I'd move to admit DS 37B.
And supposedly everybody went back to Thug's condo on 10th Street.
Nah, when about that was me, Thug, Yak, and Dottie. Shannon had them came later that morning though. But when we found out Nut died, then my right there was me, Shannon, Yak. Munson had pulled up too, because he had heard, he called her, he pulled up.
Okay. So in that clip on March 3rd, 2017, you were asked about when you pulled up, right?
Yes.
To the condo. And you said the only people there were Yak, Thug, and Dolly. Correct?
Yes.
And that Shannon didn't show up until later that morning.
They told you that. Yes.
You told them that Shannon was not there when you arrived at Jeffrey's condo.
Yes.
Your Honor, I move to admit DS-38B, which is also from the March 3rd, 2017 interview from 1545 to 1609.
No objection from the state.
Permission to publish.
May.
And like,
Who was with you at the condo when Uncle called and said,
me, dog, yeah, and Dolly. Yeah, and Dolly. And he throw a girlfriend.
where was Shannon?
Him and Demetrius with some girl. With some girl dropped him off at the condo.
Later on?
About right 4 9 time, like 4 5 in the morning.
4, 5 in the morning. That's a
Okay. And that clip, that second clip from March 3rd, 2017, again, you say that Yak, Dolly, Thug, and you were at the condo. Correct?
Yes.
And you were specifically asked, where's Shannon?
Yeah.
And you told, did you recognize that voice as the person who asked you?
Dennis.
Okay. And you told the police and the DAs that were sitting in that meeting that Shannon was with some girls with Demetrius.
Yeah.
And they didn't show up to Jeffrey's condo until 4 or 5 in the morning.
I told you that, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to, Your Honor, I'm going to move to admit DS-39A, which is also from the March 3rd, 2017 interview, 1815 to 1833.
It's admitted.
Permission to publish.
You may, and I'm sorry, did you say 38 or 39?
39A.
Okay.
If Demetrius and Shannon came in at what, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, where y'all been there for the last 7, 8 hours?
It was some girl that was dropped. I'm saying that was dropped off at the studio.
What girl?
I don't know them girl from Canterville.
That's what they told y'all?
We saw the girl.
Right, but
Okay. In that clip, Dennis is asking about Shannon again, correct?
Yes.
And he changed it. You had already told him 4 or 5. He changed it to 3 or 4, and you corrected him and said, no, they didn't show up till 4 or 5 in the morning, correct?
Yes.
And you said they were with girls, right?
Yes.
And Dennis tried to say, oh, that's what they told you. And you told him you saw the girls,
Yes.
okay? And because you, in fact, did see the girls that night.
Yes.
When
that
Dem-
morning.
Right, that morning, thank you, when Shannon and Demetrius showed up at 4 or 5 a.m. And they were girls from Mechanicsville.
I don't know where they were from for real.
Okay. Your Honor, I'm going to ask to admit DS-39E, Echo, into evidence, and that's also from the March 3rd, 2017, from 3644 to 3719.
Admitted.
And you talked to Shannon when he got there that night?
That morning, yeah.
All right, and that's when he told you that he actually was in the car,
Just said we called him down bad.
that he and some other guys killed Nut, basically.
He said we called him down bad. He said,
All right. Well, he said that he ran across Nut that night,
Yeah.
anyway, right? And he said he was with Yak,
he didn't
Nard.
tell me why he with Deacon. I told him.
Okay, so
Okay. So that is where you're telling the lie on Shannon in the 2017 interview, correct?
Yes.
All right. Now, I understand it's a lie, but let's talk about the details that you gave there in that clip. Shannon told you we caught Nut down bad when he got there that morning, correct?
He didn't tell me that.
No, I'm saying that's what you told the
Yeah.
police.
Yeah.
Thank you for correcting that. That's what you told the police
Yes.
after he got dropped off by the girls.
Yes.
And in fact, you're the person who let him in the condo when the girls dropped them off, correct?
Yes.
Because you need a card to get into the condo and you had to go down and let them in, and that's how you saw the girls.
Yes.
And in 2017, your claim was Shannon told you after he got back from the girls' house.
Yes.
All right, so let's review. You would agree from 2015 to 2017, your story about the circumstances of this supposed confession changed.
Yes.
August 5th, you claim that Shannon tells you after asking you for a gun or asking Moontu for a gun so he can go see girls. Right?
Yes.
2017, you're claiming Shannon confessed. You're claiming you never saw Shannon that night when you arrived. And you're claiming Shannon confessed after he returns, after he's been dropped off by the girls, which you saw.
Yes.
Both lies,
I told you I would lie.
but the lies changed, didn't they?
Yes, I ain't even remembering. You see, they were saying, and I.
The truth doesn't change, but lies change, correct?
Yes.
All right, let me ask you this. On March 3rd, 2017, when you told that second version of the lie, did any of the investigators, did any of the district attorneys sitting up there with you say, hold on, Mr. Zachary, back in 2015, you said this, now you're saying this. Explain why it changed. Did anyone
Objection compound.
Sustained.
Did anyone ask for clarification of why your story had changed?
No.
Okay, let's talk about what Mr. Stillwell, again, it's a lie, but what your lies were, what he supposedly confessed to, okay? Okay, we're going to talk about that next.
All right.
All right. Your Honor, I move to admit DS-41C, which is from the August 5th, 2015 interview, 24930 to 24951.
Admitted.
Permission to publish.
Ain't nothing, man. So, do you remember the exact words that Shannon told you as far as what happened?
Yeah. But I was just caught nigga nut down bad. I like,
You said we caught the nigga nut down bad.
I like who? Like me, yeah. Nod, doo-wop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In August 5th, 2015, the lie you gave was that Shannon said, we caught the N nut down bad, right?
Yes.
And the lie also, you also added to that lie by saying Shannon told you that it was him, Yak, Nard, and Doo-Wop in the car, correct?
Yes.
And as Ms. Love has brought out in direct examination, you also claim that Shannon gave you all sorts of details about the incident. That was a lie you told in 2015.
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, I move to admit DS-39E, Echo, which is from March 3rd, 2017.
No
from
objection.
3644 to 3719.
Admitted.
Permission to publish.
Okay.
And you talked to Shannon when he got there that night?
that morning, yeah.
All right, and that's when he told you that he actually was in the car.
Just said we caught him down bad.
All right, that he and some other guys killed Nut, basically.
Just said we caught him down bad.
All right. Well, he said that he ran across Nut that night,
Yeah.
anyway, right? And he said he was with Yak,
He didn't
Nard.
tell me why he was weekend. I told him.
Okay, so
Okay. Mr. Zachary, you just saw that clip?
Yes.
Okay, on March 3rd, 2017, when you were being questioned by law enforcement, you told a lie, and you said that Shannon said, we caught Nut down bad.
Yes.
And law enforcement asked for clarification about what else he said, and they said he told you who he was in the car with, right?
Yes.
And you told law enforcement, no, Shannon didn't tell me who he was in the car with. Demekion told me.
Yes.
Okay? Your story about what Shannon said to you changed
Yes.
from August 5th, 2015 to March 3rd, 2017.
Yes.
August 5th, he's given all these details. March 3rd, 2017, he just says, we caught someone down bad, and you get the details from someone else.
Yes.
Okay? Your Honor, I move to admit DS40D, which
No
is
objection from the
for the
state.
March 3rd, 2017, 259:23 to 259:46. Oh, and this is just an audio clip, Your Honor.
All right, so that was one of the four guys that was in the car when Nut got shot. All right.
Based on what?
For Shannon.
No,
For Shannon?
Demekion.
For the video?
Shannon is who's in for
That's
Demekion.
right. You said.
The video tell you what the whole entire starting lineup.
Yeah.
So you had nothing to do.
Could you hear that?
No.
Okay. Can you play it any louder, Mr. Kokomo?
Yeah, I don't know about the seating arrangements. Weird. I feel like
Gosh,
it's like I'm like at the United Nations over here.
And Mr. Kokomo, it's 259:23. He's trying to pull it up on evidence review.
I think that part was the part that was
Right.
relevant.
Perfect.
I got mad about it, yeah, but who told me don't get out the car, I ain't get out the car.
Who's that guy right there? You recognize him?
That dude walk look like, yeah.
All right, so that was one of the four guys that was in the car when Nut got shot. All right.
Based on what?
For Shannon.
No,
For Shannon?
Demekion.
For the video?
Shannon is who's in for
That's
Demekion.
right. You said.
Did you hear them ask who told you who was in the car?
Yes.
And they said, who told you, Shannon?
I said, yeah.
And you said, no,
No,
Demekion.
yeah.
Okay. So the clip in 2015, the lie you told in 2015 was Shannon confessed and told you everything, right?
Yes.
Lie you told in 2017, Shannon confessed, says we caught Nut down bad, and Demekion says who's in the car.
He ain't say nut. I think I said he said nigga or something.
Okay. All right. N-word down bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Either way,
It was a lie.
2015 to 2017, the lie changed. Not only the circumstances surrounding this quote unquote confession, but what was said in the quote unquote confession changed
Yes.
over 2 days, on 2 different days, 2 different tellings of the story.
Yes.
Okay. The fact that what you were claiming Shannon told you to these law enforcement and DAs on March 3rd, 2017, did any of them say, hold on, Mr. Zachary? Back in 2015, you told us this. Now you're telling us this. Explain it. Did anyone ask you to explain it?
Nah.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about a pattern that's emerging here. April 28, 2015. You don't want to implicate yourself, right? You don't want to get yourself in trouble. You want to distance yourself from those shootings, right?
Objection, compound.
Sustained.
You don't want to put yourself at the scene,
Yes.
but you still want to give information to the police to get out of jail.
Yes.
Okay, and your first instinct, the very first thing you did is say, I wasn't there, but someone confessed to me what happened, right?
Yes.
And that confession was wholly made up. It was a lie. That confession never occurred.
Yes. It never.
Okay. Investigators bring up the Donovan Thomas case. In that same interview, you say, I wasn't there, but I have information that can maybe get me some help, right?
Yes.
Get me out of jail, get me leniency.
Yes.
And it was a confession that someone just told you. That's the
Yes.
information you had.
Your Honor, these are asked and answered.
Sustained.
That was a lie,
Your Honor, asked and answered.
Sustained.
completely made up.
Asked and answered.